What's up, y'all? It's Aries, and I'm back with another video. We about to get into season 2 of Reasonable Doubt, episode 9, Who You Wit. Let's get right into it. Y'all already know what to do. The big three for me, baby. So we start off with the episode of Sally, in here feeling stupid, kind of running the story back in her head, thinking about what she got up there on the stand and said, blowing Shanelle's case wide open and things of that nature. So before too long, she pouring up a bottle. Her husband walked past and see her, check in on her, let him know that, let Sally know that he cares, but he's still mad, and Sally takes this as an opportunity to try and get in there a little bit better, to try and honestly, I don't know what Sally called herself doing. All I know is that it didn't work because, it just didn't work. The plan did not go as planned. She thought she was about to put it down and everything be back, everything back on track, but this man said, "Get from around me with this mess, Apollo," and that was it. It seemed like it was a hot, steamy scene, but Sally, you just got done and threw away like a wet rag, and laid down on a bare mattress with snot rags and empty wine bottles surrounding you. And we gonna find out why, because why is she taking it this hard? She got a lot on the line, and it's more than just her house and her husband. Now, over at the Stewart estate, y'all, we find out, let me say Stewart residence, huh? It could be an estate one day when they get their act together and start to really build. Maybe they are building with this third offspring of Lewis's. Let's talk about the first one, though. Let's talk about Spencer and the vape that they found. They confiscated it. Is this a THC vape or a nicotine vape? I'm trying to figure out. Drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Nonetheless, it feels like they are going easy on scolding the kids, reprimanding them and whatnot, because Lewis has a big secret. Lewis has, he's gonna make it to where can't nobody tell me ish up in here. Who gonna check me, boo? Is gonna be the mentality, because why is my father, you know what, y'all already know. Then Lewis want to know, hey, when are we going to tell the kids about the baby? Jax is like, bruh, that is not on me. I will be there, but that's your show. You're running point on that one, buddy. And he sit up there and he think about it. He say, I think we should just wait till he get here. That way we could be like, and here's your new brother. Lewis is hoping that this baby really don't make it to see the light of day, to be honest. He done already said that he don't want this child, that he wished that this never happened. You know what I mean? So he done already had to hold in the secret and the information from Jax without knowing if it was his or not. So that that's his MO. He want to wait and find out first before he come with the information that's going to have everybody in disarray. He is trying to see how the pregnancy going to go. Is it going to go full term before I even waste my time getting these kids worked up, besmirching my whole name up in the family? I'ma just wait until he get here. Y'all see him when he get here. All right, y'all, we getting the band back together. JT first baby mama gonna testify on Shanelle's, I ain't gonna say on Shanelle's behalf, but corroborating her story. She's a witness on the defense. So Shanelle got a problem because she feel a certain way about, what's her name, y'all? Drop it in the comments and let me know what Natasha's mom's name is, portrayed by the legendary Candy Burris. And like I said, Shanelle, she feeling the kind of way because all she know about this lady is what JT told her. Shanelle, stop acting typical. You need to be welcoming this lady with open arms, because at this point in my life, I would be thinking, dang, I could only imagine what Natasha mama went through if this is what I went through. I wonder if what she went through was something similar to, what I went through. I wonder if everything JT was telling me was cap or not. But Chanel's just so institutionalized. That's big Nene now. She's so hard now and rigid, So I'm glad that Shanelle finally had the talk that she needed to talk and hear it out of Natasha's mom's mouth for herself, and just letting her know, like, girl, I was you. and this man tore me down, and we gonna take him down, his legacy in this court, and I'm gonna get you up out of there. So Ebony agreed to testify. They get her back down to the office to go over, you know how they got to prep the witness, basically. So they getting her story together. They giving her some of the tough questions that the DA will come in with. You know, Lucy ain't gonna hold no punches when it comes to the cross-examination. Please believe. But Ebony's story is solid, and it definitely lends a hand to Shanelle's case. It corroborates, and shout out to Candy for bringing the tears. If it's one thing our girl gonna do is cry. I know these was not real tears because her voice would have been really shaky too. You know how she be doing that. Nobody gonna be talking about my mama or my man, or however it go, y'all. But anyway, now as soon as we thinking everything going good with Ebony's testimony, she get pulled up on same day by Miss Buzzerbeak herself, JT, and then that's how she introduced herself. This is the mother of your granddaughter that you taking care of, because apparently Mavis wanted a daughter. So that's why she didn't took on Natasha. You know, JT didn't want Ebony to have her. So he just said, look, mama, you take the baby. I'm just really trying to hurt this heifer. That's all I want to do. That's what Ebony let us know back at the office. So Mavis coming here threatening the lady and scaring her to the point where she didn't want to testify no more. But I was tripping off of how she introduced herself. I'm JT's mother. Like, lady, I used to see you in court when you was trying to get my child. I know very well who you are. So anyway, Mavis didn't put the fear of God in Ebony's heart, letting her know, like, you got dirt under your nails. You got dirt on your name, and I know what you did last summer. Okay? So show up to that courthouse, and you're going to have another thing coming. You're going to have more than you could ever imagine to worry about. So it works, you know, it works. It drives Ebony, who is a recovering addict, into using again, to the point she hospitalized, y'all. This lady can't stand trial. Corey already know what's up. He said, did somebody get to you? She was like, and did. Shanelle, it's time for you to step into action. Shanelle said, F Mavis. You know, she ready. The only thing is that Jax still don't really know 100% sure if Nene is being honest. And that's a problem because Jax don't feel like, you know, Jax is trying to make sure she don't get blindsided by nothing because Lucy might have some tricks up her sleeve. And Shanelle feels like, Jax, you ain't gonna trust me 100%. You still holding on to some ish that from high school because you don't you hate that, y'all? Side note, don't you hate when people that you grew up with or went to school with, high school in particular, why do they think that everything that's going on in y'all current adult life still stems from some ish from back then, from way back in the day? Like, I guess it do for some people, but yeah, for me, high school was not my peak. I don't care about them folks. They all look bad. So after jury selection, Lucy letting her slip show a little bit. She let it be known that she a little bit nervous, that Shanelle came off real sympathetic to the viewers when she did that interview. And Mike is like, look, hit them with a deal. And if they bite, then they just as scared as you are. She was like, and if they don't get scared, he was like, no, that's when you get prepared. So y'all, I don't know what's about to happen, but Shanelle is possibly facing up to 10 years. I thought my girl was gonna get out. I don't know. I think she gonna be locked up. They won't let me out. Whew, y'all, Jack's meeting up with Autumn so they can discuss what in the world is going on with Sally. She been seeming real tense and uptight. I know that's her cousin and all, but honestly, y'all, they was acting like Sally didn't have every reason in the world to be stressed out. I mean, she did lose her house and her husband. See, the box wasn't boxing. And she might have something to do with Nene case down at the courthouse. Because this lady done went down to the jail to visit Shanelle. They start off with the hands and they touching the glass and they so happy and kissing cousins and stuff. And Sally, yeah, she let it be known that, girl, I don't want to be burdened with the truth. So did you tell Jax yet? Y'all, Now, I don't know. I'm thinking that Sally was definitely on the premises when JT got took out. But was she necessarily that girl? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. She was there, though. She definitely had something to do with it. So let me know what y'all thinking down in the comments. I am leaning toward the theory of it being Natasha, JT's daughter and Shanelle's stepdaughter, that then went on and did the bludgeoning. Man, put some respect on it. That ain't no step nothing. That's your daughter, Shanelle. You doing some time for this little girl. She done took out her own daddy. Looking at her grandma in the face every day. You done took this man out. Lord, if this is the case, y'all, we gonna need to see what's going on with little Natasha. Natasha, are you okay? You ain't getting no therapy. Or is this girl getting therapy? Because Mavis give me that she would be the type to just pray and be having her in Sunday school and thinking that that's gonna ease her mind. Like, you gonna be next. If this is what she did to her daddy, Mavis, you gonna be next. So you better hope that Shanelle, I don't know. If it's Natasha Mavis, you better keep your head on a swivel or it might end up on the floor. So Nene ready to testify. She's told Sally the other night during a visit that she had a moment of weakness, but she about to do her big one out here, and she don't want Jax questioning her at all. She want Corey to do the questioning because he still believes in her. Jax was trying to come with the deal, so she feel like Jax, ain't too sure about the whole thing, which she's not. And which, Shanelle, you wrong for this because Jax is sniffing up the right tree. Don't you hate when somebody try to play this move right here that Shanelle doing? You know damn well that Jax is on to something, yet you mad that she don't believe you 100%. Because you're not being 100%. She can sense that. She's an attorney. She's a parent of two sneaky ass teenagers. She know what the tea is, Shanelle. So I don't know. She didn't end up letting Jax do the questioning, which I didn't think Corey did a bad job. He always delivers. However, when it came down to Miss Lucy, she came in there with the 1-2 checker because she came in with, oh, you know what, ma'am, Miss Edwards. What's Shanelle's last name? Is it Edwards? Yeah. I'm very sorry to hear about what you went through. And for a minute there, I thought Lucy was going to take the high road because she damn sure do know what Shanelle has been through. Have a little bit of humanity. Is that too much to ask, girl? You know you done been in the same situation. Something's telling me that Lucy done been in these shoes before. Okay? And anyway, y'all. The cross, Nene wasn't ready for the crossover. She wasn't ready. She got her ankles broke with the cross examining that Lucy brought to the table. Got her caught all the way up. Like, girl, if you were so scared, then why you didn't, she was going to come with that. Shanelle should have been prepared better to answer that question because that's the number one. If you were so scared, then why didn't you leave? You stayed for the lifestyle, huh? Didn't you? Didn't you? Oh, if you knew his triggers, then why you set him off that night? Lucy, you a cold one. You a cold piece for this. For the ability of you to put somebody through what you done. I'm 90% sure that you done been through it. Okay? You wouldn't be putting air tags and things in your son's jacket if you ain't been through it. So Lucy tripped Shanelle up to the point where she slipped up and say on the stand that she hit JT over the head once he turned his back on her. Now, that's contrary to her statement that she made in the police. Remember back then, y'all, in the first episode of the season, she told the police that she hit him in his head while he was grabbing her. They was basically embraced, like in a tussle. And I knew that didn't sound right when that fool said it back then. So, the deal off the table, basically, is no more plea deal. We go into trial. Lucy thinks she got something and think that the jury feels like you're not Miss Innocent victim as you was portraying. It's a little bit more to this, and we might be able to actually lock you up for life instead of giving you this 10-year deal. So that's bad news for the case, and that's bad news for Shanelle. After that, y'all, it seemed like everything just started happening like boom, boom, boom. It's the preseason finale, last episode before the last one of season 2. And next thing we know, Corey on the phone with Isabella. Is that her name, child? And basically, Isabella done seen the case today, and she like, you know what, Corey, I want you off of mine. I'm done. I'm done trying to ride the coattail of a case that's going to get you publicity to potentially get the pull to potentially get me out of this cell. Like, I'm giving up on hope. So I feel bad for Corey on this, but he basically using the case, Shanelle's case and Isabella's case to lift each case. If Shanelle's crack off, then that's going to benefit Isabella. If Isabella's crack off, then that's going to benefit Shanelle's, So I feel like Corey just need him a good hit. And he really struggling to get one from the way that it's looking. So he feels as though Jax should go ahead and do the final, what they call it, like the final questioning? Closing arguments, closing statement. And Jax is like, as a second chair, there ain't no way that I should be doing that. So you go ahead on and do your thing. You got this. I support you. And I just want to say, I'm so glad there wasn't no sexual frustration or tension between Corey and Jax this episode. Like, they didn't got that out their system. They didn't give the viewers what we wanted to halfway see. And now it's done. Moving on to the next thing. We pick back up at the house with Jax and Lewis, and they haven't got settled in too long before Jax up jumped the boogie and some dawn on her. She gotta go. Okay, Lewis looking like, huh? You can't say nothing, no, because you got a whole baby on the way. Don't push it. Then we cut real quick to Sally and her man, or is it or no? But he said that he about to leave, and Sally was like, are you coming back tonight? Unfortunately, yes. And she gonna say, good. Did y'all see how creepy and crazy she was looking when she said that? Was it just me? Did y'all hear when she said, good? I said, what is... Sally, girl, are you about to take somebody... Is you taking somebody else out? You about to be on trial in a minute. She feeling real deranged. Her eyes. It was all in the eyes for me. Next thing we know, Louis' phone get to ringing. It's the doula. Honey in labor, and she ain't nowhere near 40 weeks. She about 22 weeks, I think they said. And I don't know if little Jose gonna make it. I don't know. It seems a little bit early. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Louis don't want this to happen. He might been wishing on a star and might done got his wish. We shall see. Now we know where Jackson jumped up and ran over to, down to the Fox Hills Women's Correctional Facility to meet up with inmates 657-912, Shanelle Edwards. And she said, girl, I know who did it. Now, who do y'all think did it? This is my theory about who took out JT. I think that Sally was there. As we heard Shanelle's testimony, she said that her bags was already packed and at her cousin's house. That must have meant that Sally was going to be somewhere, maybe lying in wait to take Shanelle somewhere nearby. Give her a lift over there to the house. I feel like she was there. I feel like she was involved. And Shanelle feel guilty for putting her cousin in that position. Like, girl, I was there to help you. I end up having to take this fool out. You ain't gonna make me go down for that, are you? You ain't gonna make me sit in the jail when I was trying to help you out, are you, Darla? And while I do still believe that it could have low-key been the daughter, I don't think that Sally would be this stressed and broken up and... putting her life in house on the line. I feel like she put her house up because she know what's up. Okay? She put her house up to show Shanelle, like, look, I got your back. I've been having your back. That's why I was there in the first place. Be quiet. I got you. We gonna ride this out. Girl, what y'all think? Drop down in the comments. Let me know. I hope that you enjoyed this review. I will definitely see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. He got a side baby on the way. He didn't really know what he should say. He got a side baby on the way. What is he gonna say? 'Cause she having them today. Having them today.